Alright, here we go. Alright, so so I'm going to show you a bit on how we can actually model a robotic head. So just to show, I'm not going to model until it's finished, but I'm just going to show you that how to get started. Just one simple robotic head. So start with the sphere, and I will draw it on the side view. So what you'll see here is that you get this sort of convergent points of all the polygons at the side instead of top bottom if you draw it from the side view. So this is a good advantage in terms of trying to get modeling even any type of heads. Alright, so here now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the polygon counts here. So by going to the channel box, subdivision axis 20, I'm going to reduce this to say about maybe 8. Start with something smaller, not 80, 8. As long as you have a middle line here, that will be a good start. Okay, so I think this is good enough. We'll go to face mode and delete half of this, because the method here is, we're trying to model a symmetrical character, so obviously we want to always delete one side, and we're going to duplicate the other side to get the other half. Alright, so I go to vertex, and I'm gonna start shaping it. So taking into account I know where is my front view, so just by looking at this one down here, I'm gonna hide the grid by clicking at this icon here and see my z-axis is pointing in front of me. Alright, so I know this is my front view. Then I'm gonna shape it and bring out the basic shapes of the head. Alright, so here I am slowly molding shaping the head. And it will be easier if you jump straight to the side view so you don't get the perspective angle kind of blocking your depth. Alright, so something like that. And now I'm gonna look in front, and you will see that the head is actually still round from the front, so I'm gonna make it an oval shape. So but before that, I'm gonna duplicate special. Right, go to my object mode, select the model, go to duplicate special, go to the duplicate special options, and switch this to instant, -1 on the scale. Everything else is fine, and duplicate special. Alright, see here it's a very kind of round shape of heads. So I'm gonna jump to the front view and select half of this vertex. Okay, and I'm gonna use the scale and push it on the x-axis, just on the x-axis here, and you will see things starting to get slimmer. And then I quickly move to W, move, and I will translate this, move this so that it becomes a more oval shapes. Alright, so at this point I will tweak the head a little bit more, and I will need to add a bit more edge loop here. So I'm going to go to the mesh tools, insert edge loop, and insert one here and the other one here. But as you can see, this create an n-gons over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the multi-cut tools, go to vertex mode, and so I can see the vertex, and snap and cut, enter, click and click here, then enter. There you go, and you get a nice flowing lines of vertex. Alright, so this is to help me out to create some sort of a visor for the robot. Alright, so I'm going to use that, start shaping it. Add some narrow features to the face. Okay. Right, so now what we're going to do is I want to turn this on over here so I can see the other side, and go to face mode, select this four faces, and then I'm gonna extrude and just play with the offset here just to get that kind of framing on that on that selected faces, and click outside. The thing is, I want to delete this faces at the center because I want this to merge together. Right, so I will be pulling this, go to move, and I will close the gap. As you can see, now it looks like one whole visor together with a frame that is connecting with each other from left to right, instead of having it individual framing. Okay, so now that we have that framing, then we can further extrude this inwards. So use extrude, just use W, just push it in at the back. Right, but this creates this middle faces that we don't need. Just delete that. Okay, alright, cool. When you hit number 3, just to see the preview of it, there you go. Looks more like a helmet. That is like more like a helmet robot. I'm a helmet robot. Right, so like that. And what we can do here is I can then select this face and detach this so that it will be a separate model as a visor. Alright, so I'm going to go to the edit meshed, and then I will choose sorry, it's not here. We'll go to the mesh and I will choose detach. Is that detach over here? Oh no, it's not there. So edit mesh, under face, it's not there. Alright, so where is it? Oh my. Alright, that's weird. Oh sorry. Sorry, it's extract, not separate. Alright, not detach, it's extract. So extract, but as you can see, the other side of it disappears. It's because it is no longer the other side is no longer the same as the original, as we have detached this faces. Alright, so we need to basically duplicate special it again. We might need to duplicate special again with this one. Hit G to reuse duplicate special, because that's our last tools that we use. Alright, so this and this, I'm gonna marry them together. I'm gonna combine them, mesh, combine, and I'm gonna go vertex and select all the vertex at the center, just at the visor here, and I want to tighten up the gap between these two vertices. As you can see, the vertices are quite a bit far away, so I'm going to use a scale and just press it or pull it at the x-axis and just make sure the line is very close. That is close enough, and then I can apply the edit meshed merge component with the value of 0.01. Alright, that will definitely merge them together. You can try select half and just pull it away. Don't see any tearing. If there's no tearing, which means it is fine. Alright, so number 3, you can see the visor in smooth mode, so go back to low poly mode. Now we're going to do the same with this, but before I do that, I want to add the mouth, like a sort of a mouth going on here. So you can also do that. Hit number 3 just to see it first. Alright, so I'm gonna add a bit of just going down here, tighten up the shapes. You can add more loops here and down here, that will be more better. So I'm gonna use a multi-cut for this. So I use vertex mode. Make sure always be in the vertex mode, the best. What am I doing? So I'm gonna undo that, switch to vertex mode before I cut. Now we just cut, and go along here. This will be fine for now. Just enter. You can also do the under chin. Alright, no. Okay. Alright, turn this off. So now here, I'm gonna go to vertex and just reshaping it a little bit more. As you can see, it's slightly more solid going around there. Okay, and I want to create a mouth. The droid got mouse. Alright. When I hit 3, you see, if you want to harden the edges here, you have to basically use the insert edge loop. Just tighten up this corner here and hit number 3. You should see a hard edges over here going on. Alright, some nice hard edges there, but the corner here is still soft, so if you want to make it hard, you have to select this edge, then select this edge, this one and this one, and then this one. I'm gonna try this one first, then go to edit mesh and bevel. Oh, look at that. Okay, now we have to go back to the channel box under the history, under the input of poly bevel. I'm gonna lower down the fraction click the fraction and hold your middle mouse button and just slide the value a little bit. So if it's too sensitive, just put a dial a value there, 0.1. Okay, that will do. So what it will create here is, this is a bit of a problem here. So what you can do here is you can find a way to make it four-sided. So what I will be doing is I'm going to go to the vertex mode and then mesh tools, target weld. I'm going to use the target weld. I'm going to weld this together. So that's triangle, this is quad. Merge them together. Go back to the move tool. I'm going to adjust this. Hit number 3. See some pinching over there because of the triangle. So I need to fix it. So maybe I will just select this both and go to edit mesh and merge components to center. Hit number 3 again just to see that. Just a slide should be fine. Alright, so things like that. So just take this G. Now that's more clean, right? More hard edges, and you can grow a neck hole from here. What you can do is you can use the multi-cut, and you can cut away the neck hole like this. Enter, but then connect this to this edge to create four-sided, and four-sided here. So this one will be here. As you can see, all are four-sided. Then you don't need this, but just extrude this first. Extrude this inwards, switch to W and just move it upwards. It will create this center faces. Delete that center faces and delete the inner faces as well. So you got a hole there like a helmet, but of course you can reshape this slightly more wider. F, just double check whether you don't, make sure you don't select any vertices on top. Alright, so then I will push this aside a bit, and same with this vertex. Go to the side, give a little room for the neck. Just push this. Okay. That's weird. Right, so okay, just give it that nice narrow corner. Number 3. That should be fine. Right. So over on this side here, we can click this vertex and we can Control Delete. Okay, Control Delete, and then we have to find a way how to connect this together. So of course use our friendly multi-cut again to cut this across. And then we're going to cut this to here. Alright, this is four-sided, this is four-sided. Then you can figure out how to make the other side not to be four-sided. Can use some tweaking here. It's already 19 minutes, so use the multi-cut tool again. So this requires some thinking. If I cut here, this is still, I'm going to escape to cancel. Right, so I'm going to cut, so this one I can cut here to here. Triangle over there a bit. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. A little bit of this. Right, so So yeah, okay, that's so cut this one over here, then enter. So yeah, that's kind of like more nice, so a bit compared to original. So let's see how it looks like in the smooth version. So there's some pinching over there, so what you can actually do is you can carry, I'm gonna remove these edges, backspace, I'm gonna use the multi-cut, vertex mode, cut all the way here, all the way to the back, right here, all the way to the back of the head. I'm gonna find a way to end this thing, so this will be a good choice. Okay, yeah, it's more nicer, but definitely need to smooth it out a bit. It's a bit flattened over here. I'm gonna pull this out a bit, unselect the two on top and pull the middle one. Okay, much more better. Alright, can pull this cheek slightly wider if you want. Alright, so now that you have this is too straight, so hit number 3, this is already not a nice curve, so you have to like push this a little bit just to make the curve more pronounced, then it will look more curvier. Alright, so the mouth area is basically the same thing as the visor here. Alright, so you just need to select faces, or you can use the multi-cut, go to vertex. I'm not going to finish this up because I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to draw this here and cut here and enter, and this one will link to, find a way to link it. Okay, you can always cut all the way there, but let's say I cut it over here and I cut it over down here, and now I have this mouth. Okay, I'm gonna pull this to make it flat a bit. I'm gonna extrude this inwards, and you know the rest, right? Same thing. Number 3, now I got a mouth. Alright, so that's where you put the neck. So to finish this up, because you can refine it just like this, just like the visor, the eyes, the visor parts. So yeah, so to finish this up, later on once you refine the mouth and everything, so just combine, edit mesh, combine, and then go to vertex, go to the front view, select all the front vertices. Alright, just make sure it's really tighten up, closer, like that. That should be fine. And then edit mesh, merge components, merge it. Okay, should be, just double check, especially in the close area here, you don't want it to merge together. So you go to face, select half of the face just to test whether you're doing it okay or not. Just pull it aside, watch any tearing or not. Alright, there's no tearing. Then hit number 3. Yes, everything is nice and smooth. Alright, so that's the basic of how to create it. Then you can delete all the history. And then after that, what you need to do is just apply the mesh, smooth. Of course, you have to texture it first. This one just to see the final result. So yeah, same with this one. You can apply it, then it'll be smooth. Yep, that's how you do it. But of course, do texture it first, then apply smooth. Okay, that's it. That's all for me. Adios and